Scorpio, welcome to Larisa Lili Temperance. Today we're doing your love read. This is for anyone, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Scorpio. Also know this is a general read. So take what resonates, Scorpio, and leave what doesn't. Those who are new to my channel, I meditate on all the energies. So I have channel message already for the energy I'm picking up. So Scorpios, this feels like an energy of gaining clarity and decision making. There's also a sense of silence, and I feel like there's a desire for communication between the two of you, and I feel like this seems like a cycle. Either this is a cycle, a cyclical in and out with your person, and it feels like this time may have been the end, but it's not the end. It's not over. So let's see what else, Spirit. It's not, and it's funny because I'm not getting a clear feeling of it. This is how I usually channel, because it's how I feel. And because I feel so confused, it's because it's still a space, like I said, it's still a space of decision. So, all right, let's see what else Spirit gives us for this energy, Scorpio. Too many, Spirit. Give me one. One for Scorpio's person. Wow. All right, fine. We're not going to keep them all. Wow. Separation and the wedding. This situation involves marriage. So maybe for some of you, this is an actual committed relationship where you're married and thinking about separation, or just recently went into separation. For others of you, this is a separation because you thought this was going to go to the next step, or at least you guys have are conflicted in terms of energy, meaning not in alignment in terms of the next stage, in the next elevation of the commitment. Wow, we have forgiving and learning. This could be the one. Chemistry and keep an open mind. And this is what I'm saying. I really feel like you both are still keeping an open mind because the magnetic pull is still there. So this is cyclical. And I feel like even for those who are married, this is like an argument. The separation is not going to last for long. There is going to be some forgiving and learning. And for those, it's because you feel this is your person, because the pull is still there. I'm gonna keep these here, but I really feel this is a connection where it just is having a fallout right now at the moment, and there is clarity to be gained. I feel it feels like a dark time for one person now. It's like a bad fight. I feel like both of y'all were triggered, and this goes emotionally deeper when energies like this, is because it's been an emotional trigger that's been stringing along for some time within one person or both, and it needs to be healed at this point. Like, it needs to be understood and healed, because the cycles need to end. This constant, like, always knowing that you guys will get back together, or allowing it to constantly have separations and then reconnect and forgive. It's not, I think it's why there's so much indecisiveness right now, and that's why it feels like it's final, but it's not final, because it's still another conversation. So we're not done yet here, Scorpio. It's what I'm saying. All right, wow, this energy is intense because I feel anxiety. So maybe someone's experiencing anxiety too. So Spirit, give me more on this energy. Wow, as I say that, the Nine of Swords. Yeah, I feel anxiety here, and there we go. So the World, because there is anxiety of if this is it, if this is ever we're going to continue with this is spiritual strength. I mean, hello, Nine of Swords. Like, this is I'm sorry, no, this is Nine of Wands. So I don't know why I keep forgetting. It's the colors. Yeah, this is Nine of Wands. So this is definitely a burdensome. It's a lot of like trials and tribulations within the connection. It's like, it also, Nine of Wands to me feels exhausting here, so that's why it feels exhausted. Here you have the firm foundation, which is the Four of Pentacles and the base chakra. Both of these cards have to do with foundation, and it's unstable right now. The connection is being rerouted, probably to close the cycle. So we're going to get more information. So it's either closing the cycle or restarting this connection, but in a new cycle where you guys are not in this misunderstanding and constant in and out or battle or not knowing where things stand or feeling the insecurity, because I feel like the insecurities increase as nothing changes. So here we have Six of Pentacles and we have the Wisdom, which is the Hierophant, and we have moving on, because this to me feels like stabilization and separation. So this is going to allow you guys with the Hierophant to gain understanding. That's why it is separation is allowing for some harmonization within your emotions and your mind to understand what you really want out of this, and whether you're going to move on and really walk away or work things out. All right, so let's see, Scorpio. Give me more on this energy for the world. Why is the world here, Spirit? There goes that Empress. Yeah, Hanged Man and Empress. Changing perspective. Do we start over? The Fool. It truly is a time and space to decide whether we give this relationship a go. And your person is definitely thinking about you. Empress energy. Again, Empress is married, so you guys have been either together for a long time or just really exclusive and been exclusive for some time. But obviously they see you as the Empress. You are their Empress. You are their Empress. And this is definitely a healing space with the Temperance in the bottom of this relationship. I do feel there's love here, because the Empress, it is a love energy. So Spirit, give me around the Nine of Wands. And more of the Nine of Wands. Yeah, it's exhausting. Five of Cups, emotionally draining. That's what I said, the anxiety. I still feel the anxiety. Nine of Wands is just trials and tribulations. It has been emotionally draining. It's time to make a decision with the Two of Wands. Yeah, the separation, the Tower, and the death and rebirth. And my goodness, there goes the masculine. It's been too toxic. It's been too deceiving, I guess. We're gonna see what comes up in the blockages. I might have to pull some other deck to see if this is more toxic. But I just feel like this connection is really undergoing some serious transitions. And so this is really a deciding factor right now, whether this separation is going to allow you space to decide whether you guys want to stay together or really pursue your lives separately. Give me more on this firm foundation. There goes that Emperor. Wow, I mean, Scorpio, this is very serious. I feel this Emperor energy here with the Six of Wands and the Page of Wands is kind of in a need for the separation to really free themselves. The Wands are about the soul, and they understand that the communication will set them free in the sense of whether we get back together or not. So either way, it's also a six again to harmonize, right? To really get clarification, because it's this Emperor is not going to move on from the Empress. So it's really not it's not set in stone. The death energy here, the ending is not set in stone yet. Give me more on the firm foundation, please, Spirit. This is also four. Fours are stabilization and restructuring the foundation. Yeah, there goes that Nine of Swords. I know I'm feeling anxiety here. Four of Cups. This is another four. Unstable. There's unstable emotions, which is probably not the best time to have this conversation yet because of the energy, because this is still it just feels like it's still a processing time. And again, each of you can be in a different timeline, but here we go with another 4. So 444 could be very significant in your energy, and some of you may be seeing 444. If repeating numbers, it's something you're seeing, but this is definitely a shake-up, and it really truly feels that this separation is needed, because it's not the best time to talk the emotions, because they're not really stable within internally. And the 9s are about, it's the main energy of the Hermit. And I say this in every read and forever. I think I will always say this. If you're new to my channel, you don't know I say this, but 9s are my favorite number. And my major arcana is Hermit. And I love the Hermit energy because it allows for inner wisdom within the Hermit energy. And that's what all the 9s are. It's the self. So this is definitely a stabilizing of the self here. So Spirit, give me more on this base chakra. And base is the same as this 4, like I said. So this is a rooting of the foundation of the connection, but I think individually too, because there's something that needs to be healed here. Like there's a strong need for healing. Give me more on this base chakra. 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 Wow. There goes that 6 of Wands. Wow. And there goes the King of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Cups. Okay, let's just talk about this, because we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the 10 of Pentacles. And I feel like, again, both of you, like I said, and the 6 of Wands, again, 6, this is healing. The souls need to individually, in separation, reestablish and stabilize yourself separately, reground. I think because we also have 10 of Pentacles, this has a lot to do with family. And I feel like the root, usually anything with the root also comes from childhood, which we saw the Devil energy and the 7 of Swords. So this is deeper. That's what I'm saying. This feels extremely deep. And the forgiving and learning here, you know, this card here is, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. And I feel there is inner child wounds. And so this has to do with family dynamics. Some of them are mother wounds, healing mother wounds, father wounds. But individually, it's causing, that's why the separation is needed, because the King and Queen of Swords, I mean, you guys have the pairs here. You have the Empress and the Emperor, and the Queen and King of Swords. This really is a committed relationship long term. This is definitely two people who were together and exclusive, whatever the connection was, but serious, you know, in the sense of seeing each other, being with each other. For some of you, definitely a marriage. So there is a soul healing that's necessary, harmonization individually that needs to take place. And because the Wheel of Fortune is showing up here as well, I do want to point out that this is an energetic surge, and it's a fated separation, because this has definitely had to happen for the both of you to understand individually what you're really experiencing. There's definitely, with the strong Pentacles, on the root, which is the 3D. Pentacles is your 3D life. For some of you, it could be that there were financial issues and not enough, you know, trust or feeling safe. And it was just always conflicting, which can probably have caused also separation or the imbalance of the connection as well. So Spirit, what is the guidance and message for Scorpio? Let's see, Scorpio. What is the guidance and message for Scorpio? Wow, there goes that 10 of Cups. So this is going to take a while. 9 of Pentacles, and there goes that 4 of Wands, and then again that igniting of the soul. So this is a soul searching period with the 4 of Swords. This is a soul searching period, and it's fresh. And this is obviously a committed relationship. it's gonna take time to heal. We have back the 10 of Cups and the Chariot this time, and the Chariot is the just like the moon. I feel the moon always has it's your shadow and light, you know, the illusions, but here is taking action on a 3D level on those shadow and light. So that's why I feel it's healing. And this is also taking charge of your happiness. And so this is a time to heal. And the number 7 is also another favorite number of mine, because the 7 is a spiritual number. Some of you may connect with 777, but some of you may be a life path number 7, and life path number 7s are lone wolves. They're always into some spiritual alignment or in search of something. And so this is a mastery and insight within yourself, individually, to what really fulfills you, what makes you happy. And it has, again, to do with family dynamics. Again, the healing inner child wounds, I feel, as well, for you, but just what makes you happy, like growing up. This is a challenge. It truly feels like a challenge here. Rebuilding. This is a rebuilding stage for this energy. And there's going to be a need for a lot of forgiving and learning and understanding, and to keep, again, an open mind, because there still is going to be a pull. You guys still going to have a strong pull, but because it's not over, clarity is still needed. Spirit, what is the blockage for this relationship? What is the blockage for this connection here? What is the blockage? I knew what that is, the light and dark. Like I said, light and dark. This is it, you guys. You can't know light without darkness. And usually when this comes up, which is why I'm saying there's shadows and lights being seen here, and it's because when this comes out, it's a lesson. You both are actually destined. It's a destined connection, in the sense of you're learning really big lessons. Your soul, that's why it's a soul searching experience at this moment, because you're learning big lessons with each other. And then we have unresolved trauma preventing you from moving forward. Yeah, that's the childhood for a lot of you. This is unresolved. There's really deep rooted trauma that has to, and my goodness, I'm not kidding you, you guys, can't breathe, anxiety and depression. And that's why I was feeling out of breath in the beginning. I'm still feeling out of breath. And this is a lot that's being processed in this space. And so that's why it's not yet the right time to speak. Unfortunately, this is definitely a divine timing. And because we saw the Wheel of Fortune, it's like it's gonna happen at the right time. It's gonna take some time. There needs to be an understanding that it needs to take some time. All right, let me pull some Untold message of the heart, you guys. I'm so out of breath. Give me a second. Let me just have some water. Ooh, whoever is experiencing the anxiety and the depression, it's hard. This is a difficult energy, but I really do feel like this is important, because so much more clarity, although someone can get stuck here if they don't resolve and really face what's causing the anxiety. And usually also separations tends to cause abandonment, triggers abandonment and void. And that in itself is a stage of grievance, which can really trigger the soul. And just, it takes time to understand and separate what really is emotionally driving the fear. It's really fear that kicked in. So, okay, so Spirit, what is the untold message of the heart for Scorpio? No. Wow. What else, Spirit? Love, my heart is opening up and I'm ready. So they're not ready. I think that's what it was. There's love, there's a pool, and it is opening. So healing happens when the heart opens, but it's not, I feel like it's not the right time. Yeah, rejection. I'm uneasy about myself. I don't know if I can truly make you happy. Exactly. And there is uneasiness here. There is uneasiness. Let's see what else. I'm gonna pull a little bit more at Spirit. What else does this person want? Fear. There goes that fear. I want this so badly, but I'm afraid of getting hurt, so I self-sabotage. So I want to point out, and of course here, respect. You deserve the best, and I respect you. I want to do the right thing. There's definitely respect here. I don't feel like, that's why I was like, I want to see what the blockages are, because I don't feel like it feels like a triggering energy here. So when love and fear is here, that has a lot to do with more than fear, because there has to be a choice of the heart. And this is where, when the heart fears, they close up, the heart closes up and self-sabotage happens, meaning it's very easy for a person in this energy to create conflict and not know why they're creating conflict. All right, so Scorpio, this energy. I feel stuck in a toxic situation. I just can't move right now. I just think it's themselves and their pain and their hurt. What else, Spirit? Yep, our souls already know each other, don't they? He whispered. It's our bodies that are new. You know, this is deeper. You guys can be definitely divine partnerships here. But this definitely goes deeper. I love how much faith you have in me. No one else has ever believed in me the way you do. I treasure you more than you know. You know, and there's faith. I think there's faith to getting back together. Here in the bottom, we both weren't prepared for any of this. We both need more time and healing before it is safe for us to be together. And this is definitely a healing time. And so it's not the time, it's the healing space is required. So Spirit, what is the guidance for Scorpio here, please? What is this guidance? Wow, exactly. Dark night of the soul. And that makes sense with all the, I'm sorry, you guys. I've had flies here like crazy. I had fruit flies. I had a banana. These bananas, and of course it gets hot here in New York. So it's like, anyways, I'm so sorry. This is so deep, but there was a fly. Okay, even the dark night will end, and the sun will rise again. The painful time will eventually pass, and will reward you with the new and improved you. Everything will be all right at the end. And that's that anxiety that I'm feeling. Again, the unresolved trauma. So it does bring the darkness. It does trigger the fear. And it's like a grieving stage, but also a fear and a void stage. And that's what Dark Night of the Soul is. It's just a space, which in reality, it goes very dark. But then the light comes, and that's when the healing takes place. So then it really strengthens the soul searching. It really strengthens the space and the soul within. So Spirit, what is the message from Source? Let's see what the message from Source, because this is definitely protected. So we have, I see the indescribable beauty that is you. Choose to see yourself through these loving eyes, and your life will change in miraculous ways. So this is to find self-love, right? I see the indescribable beauty that is you. So choose to see yourself through these loving eyes. Source loves us, you know, the universe loves us. And so we have to choose to see and ourselves in the loving eyes that the universe sees us. And so then when we finally heal, then life changes. That's how the universe works. We're a mirror. And so when we heal ourselves, then miraculous things in our life start to come, and our lives start to shift. I do want to point out triggered here. Yeah. If an old wound hurts all over again, give thanks and stay determined. Your purposeful attention to transformation is yielding change. A greater love is awakening. And that's what this dark night of the soul does. It's a greater love to you because it's going to allow for the healing to take place and to finally find some self-love within. But again, this is where it can get very, very dangerous, in the sense of sometimes people can stay here longer than they need to, and then the healing, it makes the transitions harder and the healing more painful. So Scorpio, I love you. I'm gonna leave it right there. Please like, share, subscribe, click that bell button if you enjoyed my frequency. But with that said, live always relentlessly in striving aspiration. This is the evolution of your soul, and I'm here to nurture you. Until next message. Bye.